What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some white ball cricket as we take on Somerset in a 50-over match. Now we are back at Trent Bridge, which has been a place where Pjizma has certainly felt comfortable and shown glimpses of how good he can really be. As we have a look at some statistics, you can see in that List A column, the wickets have been a little hard to come by. The economy's just kicked up over 5 and over, but naturally, as we take a few wickets along the way, that average will cut in half. The strike rate will certainly drop. Hopefully that wickets column can pick up. As we have a look at the batting side, a healthy average of 68.50 made easy with a couple of not outs, a beautiful 49 not out last episode, a nice little handy 50 there as well. So Pjizma will be looking to continue his form, get on with the job, hopefully pick up a few more W's for the Outlaws. But until then, I'll catch you out in the middle. If you do enjoy your Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. Welcome to Trent Bridge for this one-day match between Nottinghamshire and Somerset. No doubt it is going to be a big one. Big Pjizma Pant keeps his spot at number 5 behind the big names of Hales, Hamid, Duckett, Clark and co. But no dramas there. If he can just continue to play his role and do his thing, he should be A-OK. The coin goes up. Somerset called tails. It never fails. And on a medium standard wicket today, it'll be interesting to see what they do. They choose to bowl. They're going to put the Outlaws into bat. Let's see how the big red gets on with the bat. Well, we're only 9 overs in, and the big Pjizma Pan is called to the middle of Trent Bridge in a little bit of trouble. 42 for 3. As he gets into his work, Big J Brooks stands at the top of his run-up. He steams in, he looks Pjizma in the eye, bowls a length ball, and Pjizma gets forward and says, hey, you're going to need to be a little quicker than that, buddy. Get back to the top of your run-up. Well, 10 overs in, and look at this. Big Jackie Leach into the attack. The left armour comes round the wicket. Pjizma gets forward and defends. Just got to consolidate. He's got a solid 40 overs to bat here. We've lost 3 wickets. Clark down the other end, and Pjizma gets a full one, tickles it off his toes and hits it to square leg for a single. The 50 comes up for Nottingham. It's been a bit of a scattered start from the big man as Pjizma gets forward, plays and miss, and Overton on the money first up. Well, naturally, Pjizma is aggressive early, but on this Trent Bridge wicket and the wickets that have fallen, he's going to have to take his time as Van der Merwe is round the wicket and Pjizma's forward defending. Fuck, he looks 60. He might have to put the big shots away, play in the V, use the 3 men out on the leg side, but this time he steps and he whacks it through cover to the sweeper out there just for 1. Pjizma moves to 4 off 12. It's been a slow start, just finding his bearings as Overton's in. And this time he bowls straight. Pjizma steps on it. He's not going to beat mid-on. He gets down the other end. Get your hammer and nails out, boys and girls. We are building an innings. Well, no risks taken. Somerset with still the 4 men out. As this time Van der Merwe is full and Pjizma hits this one back into the stump. No run. Well, he has been a nervous starter to spin before. Can we get on top of Overton here? Pjizma crashes this towards mid-off, and he gets down the other end for a single. This wicket not as hard as previous. As Overton's in, and Pjizma again mistimes this off the legs. He's going to run to the danger end. Can he come back for 2? Fine leg fielder throws it to the bowler, and it almost runs him out. Oh, dearie me. Well, maybe that's what Pjizma just needed to do. A little bit of hustle. Show some energy between the wickets. It's an important time in the innings. This time, he steps on it and again can't pierce the ring. Gets down the other end for a single, and after 16, 77 for 3. Van der Merwe back into the attack. Extra cover's been left open. He goes wide of the crease, and Pjizma hits it forward of point. Not wide enough for a couple, but he gets down the other end for a single. He moves to 11 off 19. Well, Pjizma happy to play second fiddle to Joey Clark here. He's going all right on 55 off 59. Brooks is back into the attack. He bowls a half volley first up. Pjizma pumps this down the ground. Is this the moment where he picks up a boundary? Yes, it is. Well, that's all it took. A change of bowler, change of momentum, and now he is locked and loaded. He gets a better length ball this time. Pumps it towards mid-on, doesn't get all of it, but he gets down the other end for a single, and he moves to 16. He's looking dangerous. The last ball of the 19th. We've taken 6 off Brooks's over as Pjizma leans on this. He taps it forward of square, gets down the other end, and after 19 solid overs, the Outlaws are 88 for 3. Jack Leach into the attack. The 100 comes up for the Outlaws. He bowls and Pjizma leans on it. Can he get down the other end for 2? He can't. So Big Red is into the 20s. It's the story of his young career so far. Between 20 and 70, he looks good as he gets a full slower one and he plays and misses. Well, he's certainly learning that this first class level is much a bigger step above. As he steps across, he pre-meds and he punches it down the ground. Midoff's got to chase it this time. Can he get there? He can't. 4 more to the big dog. Well, he stepped across to off stump. He played in the V and absolutely laced it. This time he gets a short one. He steps and he cuts it to forward point. Who leans, he fields it. And the boy gets down the other end for a single. Clark moves to 73. Somerset doing a solid job here of drawing the Outlaws up. He gets a short ball this time and he plays and misses. Mid-on, mid-off, up. Cover in, backward point, no catches. A short third man and 3 men out on the leg side as he gets a length ball this time and he punches it, times it, straight to the bloke at mid-off, no run. We're almost halfway into this innings. This time, Pjizma steps across, hits this through mid-wicket. Can the boys come back for 2? He's going to call Clark in. Can Clark get back? He puts in a dive and he gets there. Good running. Just the 2 boundaries in his 27 so far. This time he advances. He feels it and he plays in the V and smashes this down the ground for another boundary. Take a bow, Pjizma. You are on. Well, that is one of the better shots you're going to see from the Outlaws. Number 5, he gets a short ball this time. He cops it on the body. The captain calls him through and gets him down the other end. Boy, that's good experience shown there. Well, after being 42 for 3, the boys are currently 134 for 3, and it might be time to lift the tempo. Pjizma gets a short ball. Can't quite time it, and he hits it to mid-off for no run. Big Abel into the attack. He's coming around the wicket, try and cramp Pjizma up for room this time, and there's another slower ball. Kicks up on Pjizma's bat. The boys look at each other. They come through for 2. Has he run the captain out? He hasn't. Well, that's the uplift in tempo that you need. We're looking for about 300s. We get a half volley this time. We hit this to mid-on just for a single. Some good bowling here. Mix up of pace and speed. They're going to make it tricky for these Outlaws batsmen. Craig Overton back into the attack. None for 29 off his 5 overs. If we can continue to take 6 off him, I'd be happy with that as Pjizma gets on the back foot first ball. And that is shot of the episode. You'll be guilty. Well, I tell you what, I don't think I've ever played a back foot drive like that. You can see the crowd at Trent Bridge are on their feet as Overton bowls another one. Pjizma can't quite time it, gets down the other end. He takes the score to 142 for 3 and he's into the 40s. There's a 50 partnership. The last ball of Overton, we've got 7 off his over. He bowls one that's slower and it pushes across Pjizma in a bit of a reality check there, 29 bowled. Clark to 94. Pjizma at a runner ball 41. What's he got this time? He bowls another short one. Pjizma goes back, mistimes it, and he's not going to pick up a run. Well, you'd think for the last 20 overs, the boys can go at 8s, which would get us well over 300. He gets a short ball this time. Pjizma punches it towards mid-on. The bloke stood there on the ring and he gets through for an easy single. Well, we knew the time was coming when Jack Leach would be back into the attack. Has Pjizma got his confidence up yet? Can he work him? He certainly can first ball. He's going to get down the other end. He's going to have a look at him and go, nah, we're not going out to spin today. No, thank you. Well, we don't just need to worry about Jack Leach. We've got 7 overs from Van der Merwe here who comes back into the attack and Pjizma steps on him. whacks it out to cover point, and again, just takes the easy single. So Clark gone. Leach picks him up, 2 for 32 off his 7 overs, and now it's all on Pjizma, who hits this one extra cover again, and he's going to take the single, get Samit Patel involved. Well, you'd almost think that he's going to need to bat through. DeLunger, 1 for 11 off his 2, comes in. Ball short to Pjizma, hits him on the ribs and says, hey, you're going to need... Oh, he's in his face too! Well, DeLunger's had a few words to Pjizma, the young fella. He's bowled one right at his rib cage. He hits him. This time he tries to bluff him and Pjizma steps on it. Hits it through the mid-off region and can only pick up 1. Well, you're probably thinking, when is this shot coming? When is Pjizma going to put his foot down? He's moved to 46 off 51. This time Overton's in, and Pjizma, he just cannot time the thing today. It's just not happening. These are the moments where you've got to dig deep mentally, come up with a different plan. Overton round, Pjizma moves the leg side, and again, bunts it straight to mid-off. So Leach, 12 balls remaining in his spell. He's got men all over the joint. This time he bowls to Pjizma, who mistimes it. Can he come back for 2? I know Samit's going to struggle in between wickets. Run, Samit! Run, and he does, and he gets Pjizma to 49. Tried his heart out. He's run hard between the wickets, and this time he pops another one up to cover. Does he come back for 2? No, he doesn't. But there is a second one-day 50 for the Big Red. Get your bat up, son. You deserve it. Well played, 4 boundaries, 56 balls. What can't this young fella do? He's going to need to step up and show the Outlaws that he can get them a respectable total and something for them to bowl at as Tom Bell comes back in. Pjizma says, hey, I know I haven't timed anything, but boy, do I still have a lot to give. A Bell in, bowls on the legs. Pjizma works it to mid-wicket, no run. 50 off 58 for Pij as he locks and loads and he belts this down the ground. Can he beat the sweeper? No, he can't. She's well fielded on the rope. Do they come back for 3? They certainly do. And maybe this is where the intensity starts to pick up. 223 for 4, 9 overs left. DeLung over the wicket, bowls a short ball and Pjizma again goes back. Hits this through the mid-on region. They come back for 2. They don't. Well, Patel, 57 off 44. Happy days. He's overtaken Pij as a Bell's into the attack. Bowls a short ball and Pjizma works this into the mid-wicket gap. Surely there's a couple on offer. Yes, there is. Get home, Sam, and he does. We've got backward square, mid-on and mid-offer up. Pjizma looks, he gets another short ball this time and he drops it into the same gap at mid-wicket. He calls Samit through. Look how fast the big fella is. He gets home easy and pushes the score to 240 for 4. Well, 7 overs left. DeLung starts his 7th over. 5 men out. Full toss. Pjizma steps on it. Again, he's late. He gets the bat jammed. Calls Samit through for 2, and it could be tight here. Direct hit. He's gone. No. Good running. Well, Somerset have been really good with their lengths today. Short, full, catching Pjizma off guard. This time, she's another full toss, and he can only manage to wedge it out and hit it down the other end for 1. So the 250 comes up for the Outlaws. Pjizma to 69 off 73. Overton in, and Pjizma looks at that extra cover gap. He can't get it there, and he can only manage to hit it to the sweeper for a single. Well, boy, oh boy, it has been a weird innings. Mid-on, mid-off come up this time. Can Pjizma get one over the fence? He can't. He's got to adjust to the short ball. He whips it off his hip. He's going to run to the danger end, and a direct hit. Sam, it's gone. Unfortunately, we run Samit out for 82. He batted well, but the show must go on. 18 balls left. Marchand DeLung into the attack. Pjizma steps on it. He goes aerial this time. Has he got enough of it for 4? He does! Well, the young fella has taken a risk, and isn't it what you love to see? DeLung's in again. Half volley. Pjizma tippy-toes this. Oh, the fielder doesn't pick it up. The boys are appealing, and it's all happening. Pjizma down the other end for 1. The umpire says, shoot ya, moot. So a change in the field. Fine leg goes back. Pjizma looks at the full toss, and he belts it down the ground. Can it beat mid-on? It can't. Moores is going to come back for 2, and it's good running from the boys. Well, he's got a highest score in this one-day domestic competition. Can he start flogging balls to get to 100? He steps on this. He mistimes it down to fine leg. He's going to run danger end, and you don't long barrier it on Pjizma Pan. He gets home easy. 6 or out. Extra cover comes up. Pjizma stands. He flogs this, and it looks like it's going to be caught. It is, and he is out. Well, his innings came to an end. He never timed a thing all day. This time high on the bat. Hits the splice, and Hildreth comes in from mid-off, picks it up. But Pjizma, you fought hard, brother. You worked your tits off. You managed to get to 80, and you can raise that bat as Nottingham, a 6 for 291. And that was all she wrote for 50 overs. The Outlaws, 318 for 6 after 50. Big Joe Clark getting 102. Samit Patel absolutely smoking them. And Pjizma Pant picking up 82 off 83 as well. He certainly held the innings together. It was trouble at 43 for 3 after 9 overs, but he stuck fat, although he could not time a thing all day. He ran hard between the wickets, accumulated those picket fences, and look at the total that the boys can put on the board. We're going to pick up play in the 17th over now. Somerset 83 for 2. They're looking good. They're in a position where they can win this game, and the Big Red has just been given the ball. Let's see what he can do. Fire up, ladies and gents. It is on. Well, here we go. He stands at the top of his run-up at Trent Bridge. He says, hey, I haven't picked up a wicket in a while. I'm going to rip some heads off, take some poles, and first ball is a play and miss to a bow. Get her his grill. Well, what a start from the big dog. He's got the 3 men out on the leg side, so we're going to bowl nice and straight as we're in, and a bow's back and defending. Good length to start proceedings. We don't need an edge either left or right as a ball goes short and it's out. It's gone. Pjizma's got a wicket. Third ball. You wouldn't read about it. Well, we kept our short fine leg up. We bowled straight. He tried to get there and Haseeb's taken a catch. The boy's off to a start. He's taken his third wicket. A bell's on his way back. Get out of here. Well, Tom Lammonby, welcome to your moment. Pjizma steams in. He's picked up one off his third ball. This time, Lammonby, confident, gets on the back foot, whacks it out to backward square for 1, and it's 84 for 3. Wow, what a start we have here. He comes in for his 5th, and Hildreth's on the front foot, patting that out to the sweeper at cover. He's just going to concede the 1. Last ball of a very eventful first over. Pjizma's in, he's straight, and Lammonby's on the back foot saying no run. And after 17 overs, it's 85 for 3. A minor change in the field. We're going to keep that sweeper out at cover. Pjizma comes in for the first ball of his second, and he's getting late cut to short. Third man, no run. Can he settle in well? We're going to go short length a little bit slower this time, and Hildreth almost drags it on. Intelligent bowling from the big dog. How's that? He's got 2. He sneaked off. They didn't appeal. It was a bit weird at times. We couldn't believe the keepers caught it. And Pjizma's got 2 in his second over. Oh, yes, that's a healthy edge. Hildreth, Moores. Oh, Pjizma Pant take a bow. It's 4 for 96. Well, pick up sticks. Pjizma's got 2 for 2. Would you read about it? He's in, and his first ball to Bartlett is a no ball. It's going to be a free hit. Oh, dearie me. It is all happening at Trent Bridge. Pjizma's picked up 2 quick ones. He's made 8. He's bowled a no ball, and the free hit gets edged down to third man for 4. Oh, what a series of events. Well, don't overstep. That is the lesson learnt. Don't matter how many wickets you got, as Pjizma's in again, and the ball's being lifted to short mid-wicket. 1 hand, 1 bounce. So the last ball of our second over. What can we do to Bartlett here? We're going to keep it straight. He's going to try and late cut it for no run. And after 19, Somerset are 102 for 4. Well, he has been the main man. He's got absolutely nothing left in the tank as he comes in for his third over, and it's getting pushed to extra cover, no run. Somerset still require over 200 in 30 overs. Pjizma being the man, mate. Has he hit that? How was that? Oh, I swear I heard a noise. Oh, no. Well, that was a suspicious noise. Pjizma gets back to the top of his run-up. He steams in for dot ball number 4 of the over. Boy, he's making it hard for these batsmen. Lammonby 2 off 10. Pjizma drops his length a bit slower. He's edged and he's gone again. Pjizma is on fire. And he's picked up 3. Look at it. It's the length, the speed, and the shocking shot safely into Moore's gloves. He takes it. Lammonby, get out of here. You're wasting everyone's time. And it's 5 for 103. Well, a wicket made and maybe to end his third. This bloke is on something else as he comes in and Van der Merwe inside edges it to short, backwards square. And after 21, it's 104 for 5. Pjizma take a bow. 3 wickets in 3 overs, 9 runs conceded. He starts his 4th and he's on a dime to Bartlett, who backs up and hits that to cover for nothing. It's been his length, change of speed, being able to adapt. He's really maturing, this lad. As Bartlett's on the front foot and he hits this to cover for no run. Well, nothing was working with the bat. Everything's working with the ball. He comes in this time. He steams in a bit slower. How was that? The boys are up and about. Maybe just a play and miss. Well, last ball of his 4th. Can he pick up a maiden this time? He takes some pace off it again and he's in at the body. Boy, oh boy, this bloke is on an absolute heater. First ball of the 5th over. Look at that stamina bar. I reckon this might be his last as he comes in and he gets late cut to third man for no run again. I don't know how many times I've said that this episode. You can see that it's been all about the pace and the change of lengths. These batsmen can't time it, nor could Pjizma. He gives him nothing this time. It's another no run. He is winning this game for the Outlaws. You can see the crowd are piled in now. They've got wind of this bloke who's bowled another one, and it's another play and miss. Van der Merwe wants to get on the back foot. Pjizma says, hey, I'm going to bowl you a short one. And he's going to one hand, one bounce it to Moores. Last ball of his 5th over. This could be the last ball of his spell as well. He's in on a good length and he's getting tapped to mid-wicket for no run. And there is another maiden over from the great man. It's 117 for 5. Well, just when you thought he was done, Hasib says, hey, you're going to learn the hard way, brother. Pump through another over. He goes short, he bends his back, and this time it's going to be a single out to fine leg. Somerset still in a position to win this. Pjizma doing his best to accumulate dot balls. This time, Bartlett's pumping this to the sweeper out of cover. They're going to get through for another single. Haven't bowled a lot of full stuff. You can see that the good length and short balls aren't getting time today as Van der Merwe's playing a missing. The beanpole rolls in for the last ball of his 6th. It's slow. It's there or thereabouts. And all Bartlett can do is hit it to cover and say, no, thank you. 27 bowled, 126 for 5. And just like that, Somerset all out, 167 off 36 overs. Pjizma, Pant, take a bow. We said at the start of the episode that this bloke needed to take a few wickets. He stood at the top of his run-up today and he said, hey, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm only going to need 6 overs. Give me 3 wickets. I'll concede the 12 runs and I'll make every single person better around me. What a performance with the ball from the Outlaws. They make Somerset, who are a very, very good team, look absolutely stupid at Trent Bridge. And boy, oh boy, they stay at the top of the ladder and continue on their merry way. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a return to form with the ball, which we all needed to see. A bit of a scratchy 82. We picked up 1s and 2s along the way, the occasional boundary, and it looked ugly at times, but that is the reality of a young fella starting out their career. If you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. But until next time, guys, look after yourselves and those around you, and I will catch you in the next one.